Today I will be demonstrating the new Datalog Viewer feature of the Tune Manager software for EasyFlash. The Datalog Viewer can be invoked by pressing this Datalog Viewer button on the front page. It does not require an EasyFlash to be connected when you look at the viewer. When you first load up an EasyFlash Datalog file in CSV format, you'll be presented with a blank line graph panel. All the channels that are available from that data log are displayed on the right hand side over here. To add those channels to this line graph, right click on that pane and edit group channels. We can then drag and drop channels into that group and add perhaps a new group if you would like to monitor other things at the same time. From there we can see the current channel is always the one that has the thicker line on the line graph, but also the outline around the label in the top corner here. The current channel selected on the left determines which values are displayed on the y-axis. In this case RPM with a range that goes from 0 to 8000. If I was to look at throttle position sensor, 0 to 100 is the appropriate range for that. To monitor the data, left click and drag across the data. Zoom in using a scroll wheel or the up and down buttons on the keypad. As you move through the data with the mouse left click drag, the data at that sample is displayed live on the channel labels, and also the values of all the parameters are displayed at that sample on the right hand side. You can add more channels to each group. However, the more channels you do add, the more difficult it gets to see when you're analysing a lot of data together. Log Viewer has a great feature where you can temporarily hide variables by right-clicking on the channel label and clicking Hide. These values aren't removed from the grid, they're just hidden temporarily so you can see the other data in a much clearer fashion. To redisplay those, it's just a matter of going through and clicking on the hidden labels. To remove channels from a group, they can either be dragged off of that list back onto the channel list on the right. Alternatively, you can right click on the channel label and click Remove from this group. To remove a group, drag the group off the group list. Several groups can be shown at the same time. If the colours of the groups are clashing with each other, this can be edited by clicking Edit Parameters and selecting a different colour. Also, if the range is not appropriate, in this case, looks like our range might be slightly too small here, we can also edit the range. Panning can be done by dragging in the scroll bar at the top of the window. Double clicking will zoom out to its full extent. A help file is available by clicking the help button here, which takes you to the Tune Manager help. Once you have a channel layout like this, you can load data from another file on top of this. However, if we can't find channel names that match up with those ones are removed from the list. I have a file here with a very limited number of channels, and as you can see it's removed the entire group because it couldn't find any of the parameters in that group.